Welcome back. All right, so we got 4 games tonight in the National Hockey League. 2 of them starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. 2 hours later, the third game gets started, and an hour after that, the fourth game. So, relatively quiet night. Tomorrow, 14 games, though, because that's the last big day before the All-Star break. So, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Vegas Golden Knights and the New York Rangers. This should be a fun one. Vegas is 28-14-6 overall. Over their last 10 games, they're 6-3-1. The Rangers 29-15-3 over their last 10 games. Rough time of it, 3-5-2. January 18th, these teams met in Vegas. Vegas won that matchup 5-1. The Vegas Golden Knights scoring 3.17 goals per game and allowing 2.71, whereas the New York Rangers are scoring 3.21 goals per game and allowing 2.83. Barbashev's been a solid addition for Vegas this year. He has 12 goals, 14 assists, 26 points. And of course, when they went to the Stanley Cup final and won the Stanley Cup, Barbashev was a big part of that as well. Stone, I didn't want to make it sound like they added him in the offseason. I know they didn't. Stone, 15 goals, 34 assists, 49 points. Very quietly having another excellent season because that's what Stone does. McNabb on the blue line, better offensively than I would have expected. 2 goals, 14 assists, 16 points. And their defense has been pretty solid overall. Then on the Rangers side, you got Panarin, 29 goals, 34 assists, 63 points. Looks like a good bet to end up hitting 100 points this year, which isn't too shabby. Trocheck's had a pretty amazing run. 15 goals, 30 assists, 45 points. He's having a career year. And Gustafsson, 4 goals, 17 assists, 21 points after a quiet time after the trade deadline in Toronto. He's been a pretty solid addition for the New York Rangers. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Florida Panthers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Florida's 29-14-4 overall. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10. On the Pittsburgh side, they're 21-17-6 overall. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10. December 8th, Florida wins 3-1. These teams will meet again on February the 14th. So for Florida, they're scoring 3.23 goals per game. They're allowing 2.60. So those numbers are solid. On the Pittsburgh side, they're scoring 2.98 goals per game. They're allowing 2.73 against. So their goals against is better than I think a lot of people realize. On the Florida side, Reinhart, amazing year. 35 goals, 25 assists, 60 points. Pay the man. Matthew Tkachuk, 15 goals, 33 assists, 48 points. His goal scoring's been better lately. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets 1 or 2 tonight. Forsling's been solid recently too. 7 goals, 14 assists, 21 points for him on the blue line. On the Pittsburgh side, Sidney Crosby on pace for over 40 goals, 27 goals, 21 assists, 48 points. Jake Gensel, 20 goals, 27 assists, 47 points. And the subject of every trade rumor right now seems to be Jake Gensel. Erik Karlsson has been a quieter season for him than last year. I think that's an understatement. 7 goals, 26 assists, 33 points for Erik Karlsson in his first year as a Penguin. And in the event that this team doesn't get back into a playoff spot, if they end up missing the playoffs this year, what do you do? So, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. I'm not answering that question now. We can answer that another time. But 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, the LA Kings in against Colorado. I'm wearing the Abs because that seems to be one that very likely ends up going that way. We'll see. These two teams have split the first 2 meetings. This is the rubber match. The LA Kings 22-14-9 on the season, but over the last 10 games, a worrying 2-5-3. On the Colorado side of things, they're 31-14-3 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. Colorado won the first meeting October 11th by a score of 5-2. December 3rd, LA won 4-1. The Kings scoring 3.18 goals per game and allowing 2.58 goals against per game, which doesn't really reflect how they've been playing recently. On the Colorado side, they're number 1 in goals scored per game now at 3.81. Their goals against 3.15. They're going to want to continue to bring that down. On the LA side, Trevor Moore, 21 goals, 12 assists, 33 points. Moore having a ridiculous year. Byfield, 14 goals, 20 assists, 34 points. Pretty solid production from Quentin Byfield. And Doughty, 11 goals, 14 assists, 25 points. I think we've gone from Doughty being overrated to maybe being underrated. I don't hear a lot of praise about Doughty's play, and yet I think he's pretty good. On the Colorado front, McKinnon, already basically guaranteeing him his spot in the top 20 scorers for the season, even if he stopped scoring points tonight for the rest of the year. 30 goals, 52 assists, 82 points for McKinnon so far. Those numbers are insane. Colton's been very good too. 10 goals, 14 assists, 24 points. Makar, just doing Cale Makar things. 11 goals, 46 assists, 57 points. I did see an article talking about Quinn Hughes and how much of a lead he has on Makar in the Norris race. I don't know. I think Makar is still going to end up being the Norris winner, but that's my opinion. We'll see what happens. And I say that as a huge Quinn Hughes fan, and if he wins, I'll be quite happy. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between St. Louis and the Seattle Kraken. The Blues 24-20-2, and they've won back-to-back games on this road trip. They're looking to make it 3 in a row. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Seattle 20-18-9. They reversed their losing by beating Chicago. Can they win another one? They are 6-4 in their last 10 to get to 20-18-9. So we'll see. St. Louis won the first matchup in a shootout, 2-1 on October the 14th. These teams will meet again on April the 14th. So St. Louis scoring 2.85 goals per game, allowing 3.15 goals against per game. But they've been scoring pretty well the last couple of games. On the Seattle front, they're scoring 2.81 goals per game and allowing 2.87 goals against. Seattle definitely needs some more goal scoring. For St. Louis, Braden Shen, who's had an up and down year, a lot of down, but he's had some up recently. 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. Jake Neighbors, great shooting percentage, 15 goals, 4 assists, 19 points for Jake. And Nick Leddy, 2 goals, 15 assists, 17 points. Good veteran presence on their blue line. On the Seattle side, Bjorkstrand, 12 goals, 24 assists, 36 points. Very good season for him. Tatar, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points. He had a couple of goals in their last game. Will he score tonight? And Borgen, a goal and 16 assists for 17 points. Borgen producing at a rate I didn't think he would this year. Let me know your thoughts and your winners in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.